The Knives Out detective film series has hit their third installment, with the Knives Out Wake Up Dead Man hitting the box office. Much like the previous two, it follows Detective Benoit Blanc, played by ex-007 Daniel Craig, as he uses his skills to work out who is to blame for the murder. Protagonist Jud Duplenticy, a former boxer turned Catholic priest, Josh O'Connor, finds himself in the middle of the investigation, as the former priest Monsignor Jefferson Wicks. Josh Brolin is found dead in a storage cupboard next to the pulpit. However, it's not been the outcome of the investigation that has been doing the rounds, but instead, the extensive portrayal of overcoming abuse in the church. Josh Brolin's character is portrayed as a charming and outspoken head of the church. He peddles a prosperity gospel and damns those who do not agree with his rant-style sermons. In a not-so-subtle dig at the Make America Great Again movement, we see that the pastor has an AI-heavy social media presence, where he portrays himself as a macho warrior figure. However, as the story progresses, a more authentic Christian narrative of compassion begins to prevail, with Josh O'Connor's character intent on serving God rather than charismatic church influencers. The impassioned young priest declares, "My real purpose is not to fight the wicked and bring them to justice, but to serve them and bring them to Christ." By tackling the tension of corruption and abuse at the pulpit, the film directly tells the story of the crucifixion and of Good Friday. Speaking in an interview, American filmmaker Rian Johnson said, "The notion of speaking of Christianity in the terms of war, speaking of it in terms of us against them, and about being under attack from the world outside and raising up walls, which is kind of the opposite of the things that Christ actually taught." Wicks is in opposition to Jud's viewpoint, which is, let's open our arms. Let's go to people where they're at. Let's meet people who have need in their life, and let's meet them at that level. The film is continuing to raise eyebrows, with the message that Christianity centers on love and forgiveness being put into the mainstream film industry.